What's up, everybody, and welcome back. As always, like and subscribe, check out the podcast. I got to see John Wick Chapter 4. Was it the best of the series? I think it has the best ratings, actually. But was it the best of the series? In my opinion, no. But was it a whole lot of fun? It was a stupid amount of fun. So what did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? Let's get into it. If you haven't seen any of the John Wick movies, first of all, I'm sorry. Second off, let's just go through a very basic rundown of this series. I'm not going to try and get into all of it because it's 4 movies. A lot of things happen. So John Wick, for those who haven't seen it, is a movie about a man who was a former assassin, former hitman, whatever he was, had a wife. His wife died from cancer. Some guys liked his car, wanted his car, broke into his house, beat him up real bad, and then killed the dog that his wife gave him after her death. They killed that dog. Big mistake. He goes after this kid, kills him, and then kills his dad, who was the head of one of the mafia groups in New York. That then gets him dragged back into the lifestyle of being an assassin, which is something he doesn't want to do. He just wants to be left alone, but, you know, he just needed a little revenge because they killed his dog and stole his car. Understandable. But he gets dragged back into the lifestyle, and then he gets forced to do a mission for some guy that helped him escape the lifestyle in the first place so that he could marry his wife. Ends up killing that guy because he betrays him also, and then everybody wants to kill him because he breaks the assassin's rules and the assassin's code, and he's like, okay, if all of you want to kill me, I'll just kill all of you. Kind of gets betrayed at the end of the 3rd movie, and then the 4th movie starts with him being like, okay, now everybody dies. So that's what the 4th movie is about. It's about everybody dying to a certain extent. He's also trying to get his freedom. He wants to be free. He wants to be left alone so that, I don't know, he can finish grieving and go on with his life. So the 4th movie starts literally right there with him going out and being like, I'm ready to get my revenge on everybody in this organization is going to die until they leave me alone. Essentially that's what he wants. He's on that Hulk grind where everybody leave him alone or everybody gets destroyed. So the movie starts basically right with that, and it doesn't ever stop. If you want an action-packed movie, this is it. I have honestly never seen a movie with more action and with more killing and with more violence than this movie. Grounded action, I've never seen something more action-packed than this, and I think my father described it the best way, and when we walked out, he said, I felt like I watched a video game, because essentially that's what you were watching. That's how many people he ends up killing in this movie, that it feels like you're watching a video game where NPCs just coming left, right, and center, and you just like, alright, I must be going in the right direction, because they keep popping up, I'm gonna keep putting them down, because that's what he does. So as far as action movies go, I mean, it was a whole lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. As far as movies go, it was kind of lacking in the movie department. There was a goal, there was an objective that he set out in this film to accomplish, and he accomplished. So as far as movies go, it was on the lighter side, right? There wasn't a whole lot of dialogue. I don't know how many lines he actually spoke. It didn't seem like a lot. It was mostly just shooting people, but if you enjoy that kind of stuff, I think you will enjoy this movie. It did introduce a whole lot of characters that I really enjoyed and I thought were really cool, and it would be awesome to see, honestly, more backstory on John Wick, how he made the friends that he made that you finally got to see in this movie. I'm not gonna reveal anything about this movie because I don't want to spoil it. I know it's been out for like a week, so a lot of you probably still haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty, but they introduced a lot of cool characters. One that you should know is Donnie Yen, and he was fantastic. Honestly, he was the highlight of this movie to me. Maybe him or one other character whose name I do not know. I don't think they ever said it in the movie, but he goes by Nobody. So Donnie Yen and Nobody, Kane and Nobody, my two favorite people in this movie by far. And Nobody was Nobody was real cool. He had a dog killed a lot of people. Shout out to the good puppers out there. But so the movie follows him through kind of the end ending stages of his revenge, there's not a clear answer on whether or not there will be a 5th movie. And one of the things that I really liked about this movie is that it ended in a way that allows for a 5th movie, but if you don't get a 5th movie, it's perfectly fine. Kind of like the first one. I mean, I know they never expected it to get this big. They did the first one because it was awesome, it was cool, it was fun, and it ended in a manner that if you never got any more, you'd be like, good ending, respect, but it left the door open for another one. I know they are greenlit for a possible 5th movie if they want to, and there is a series that is going to come out. The action, of course, was incredible. The stunts were fantastic. The choreography was great. I mean, I don't really think there's a franchise with better choreography, with better gun fu as far as franchises go. This is 4 movies. This is a good franchise where the quality of the action has never dipped. The quality of the choreography has never dipped. So this movie just cranks it up all the way. I think because in part they wanted it to be able to feel like a finale. So more than anything, I think there was less quote-unquote movie in this as far as dialogue goes, as far as character development, this, that, and the other, for John Wick specifically, because it's supposed to be viewed 1, 2, 3, 4 as kind of one giant movie. That's my feeling of this franchise, that it's supposed to be felt like one giant film, one giant piece of cinema, so that this film feels like the finale if you just watched them straight through. And I think that was a smart move. Now, you can argue that the movie was kind of drawn out. It's almost 3 hours long. Does it need to be? No. I think they could have snipped out some of the action pieces, shortened some of the scenes, but they were probably just having too much fun making it. But you honestly could have shortened the movie by half an hour. Would it take away from the film or make it any better if you did? I don't think so. I think you'd still get probably the same quality property. As far as if it is the best John Wick, I don't think so. Not to me. I think for me, the best John Wicks are 1, 3, 4, and then 2. The film did also have probably one of the coolest one-ers/video game-esque scenes that I've seen. Cinematography, great. Action set pieces, great as always. Keanu Reeves, the best. Donnie Yen, fantastic. Lawrence Fishburne, great. Listen, if you're a fan of the previous John Wicks, you will be a fan of this. I don't think you will be disappointed, and I don't think you'll be saddened by it. As far as feeling in the theater went, it felt like everybody was just like, all right, when's the 5th one? So maybe there will be, maybe there won't be. I liked it. For me, it's an 8.5 out of 10, mostly because of the length for me. I honestly think it was a little too long. Again, I don't think it takes away from the quality of the film, but as a viewing enjoyment experience goes, it would have been nicer if it was at least 20 minutes shorter. That would have also probably saved 30 guys' lives. If you saw the film, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. As always, like and subscribe. Check out the podcast. Links, socials, merch, all in the description box down below. Other than that, I will see all of you in the next one.